What's up, fellow humans? Welcome to Hungry Side Up. My name is Caitlin, and this is my real life. So it's week 2. That's what we're doing here. I had my weigh-in this morning from week 1 to week 2 to see any results, and I'm really happy with how it went, actually. So I'm even more motivated this week to work out a little harder, to eat a little better, even more than before, and yeah, I'm feeling really good about this. So this is the beginning of week 2. And I just wanted to share with you, I'm having an awesome dinner right now, about to be. It's an ahi tuna steak, a bunch of green beans, and I actually get rice this week. I get a little more of just like straight up carb, so I'm digging in. It's day 2, and I am so unmotivated to go work out right now. I don't know what it is about day 2s. Same thing happened last week. Like, day 2 was the no, on the no train. Woo-woo. I don't want to work out right now. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and then I did some errands and stuff, and so I've been up like, it's 3 in the afternoon already, and I haven't worked out yet, and I need to. Oh, all right. Let's go. Let's go. All right, I did it. I did the workout. I wish I could say that I feel so much better and so motivated, but I just don't today. Today is just, I don't feel it. I felt like crampy and bloated and just like unmotivated, but I did do it. So at least I got through it, but maybe tomorrow will be better. So we had to go to 2 graduation events today for the class of 2020, one at 12:30 p.m. and one at 7 p.m. And I was too lazy to work out this morning, so we went already. It's about 3 in the afternoon and I haven't worked out, and I realized that this is the time frame. So even though I'm dressed with makeup and ready and everything, I'm gonna go sweat a little bit and then get redressed and hopefully dry before 7 p.m. So day 3. So I have insomnia like all the time, and today is one of those days, and I was bored. It's 3 in the morning and I was just looking for something to do. So I went upstairs and I was like milling about, and I saw that somebody in my family ordered Papa John's sometime since I've come down to bed. So I'm eating one. I didn't want to lie to you about it. I'm cheating. So happy day 4. I actually went to a restaurant today, which is the first time I've been to a restaurant since March, really, because of quarantine. And I actually only ate Brussels sprouts, like an appetizer of Brussels sprouts, because I had already eaten lunch before we got there, and I had already cooked my dinner. I was out running errands with my mom and didn't expect the restaurant thing, so I just had a little bit of nibbling to do. But right now I'm having my snack for the night, which is actually cottage cheese with jam, and I ain't never heard of that combination, but we're about to try it, so. Tonight, my friends and I had a Zoom meeting for like a game night. We played a bunch of Jackbox games and things, and I definitely snacked a lot of the time. I chose healthy snacks, but I definitely ate more tonight, late at night, than I normally do. But it's for game night. Just started to cook dinner for day 5. It's a steak, mushrooms, green beans. Also, I'm going to do some edamame. Sunday dinner. Today is Sunday, which is a happy day because I don't have to do Shanti. So instead, I decided to do some bike riding. In my eyes. Sweat in the eyes hurts. Ow. So first things first, my mom and I spent more than 2 hours today putting together this big bed behind me. It even has drawers. This was like, the headboard weighs 120 pounds. Like, we were sweating, we were frustrated sometimes, but then at the end we were victorious. And because I was so hot and like tired after putting this together, I told myself, like, you don't have to work out, like, you did fine. We went to Walmart and I bought myself some root beer. That's what's on the bed right there. As a celebration, I was like, you earned root beer today. But then actually now it's 10 p.m. and I did do my workout and the sweat is in my eyes and I feel so good right now actually. Normally Monday is like the hardest day in this program, but I loved today. I feel so good. I mean, I'm sweaty and now just gross, but I feel so good. I'm actually really glad I did it. So I did a little bit of like a housekeeping workout and also my regular workout and I feel good. Day 7 workout is done. Ugh, I'm disgusting, but I feel so good. Woohoo! I'm having a small mental victory right now, and I just wanted to share with you. I'm moving my clothes from where I've had them before into the storage of this bed that I just built, and in the process, I decided I should try some things on that I shouldn't really keep anymore if they're not fitting me. And there are clothes that I have that in my brain I've written off as too small for me, and I wore them recently on dates with my boyfriend, and for me, I wasn't feeling great in them, but I wore them anyway. And so I tried them on again, and like so many things fit better, they feel better, like I'm having a good time. I'm in front of my mirror, like spinning around, like enjoying the clothes that I would have thrown away if I hadn't tried them on again. So today is day 7 of week 2. I have to weigh in tomorrow and do all my measurements. And honestly, no matter what the scale says tomorrow, the way that I feel about my body today is so much better than whatever that number will be. So my alarm's going off, but that's just such a great feeling to have the night before a weigh-in. So I'm going to try to hold on to that positivity. So that's the end of the second week. That means I've made it through 14 days of this meal program and workout program and whatever. And that also means that I have done my first weigh-in and measurement day. I weigh in once a week, but the measurement day was today. And I'm just going to start with those results. Let's just talk about what happened after 2 weeks of this. So basically, in the second week, I've actually gained back a half of a pound. So I had lost 5 last week, gained back a half a pound, so now I'm at 4.5 pounds loss in 2 weeks, which I think is a normal, sustainable amount. Nothing crazy, nothing spectacular, but I think, still good progress. And I told you before that I have that scale that measures different kinds of things. It measures your body fat percentage and also your muscle mass percentage and pounds of muscle versus pounds of fat and blah, blah, blah. So basically, this week, even though I gained back weight, I actually gained muscle mass. I gained a half a pound of muscle, which I'm never going to be mad about, So for me, I'm really glad that I have a scale that helps with that, because this is the problem with basing your success off of a scale, because you never know why you have this fluctuation. And honestly, a half a pound is like normal. That's like daily fluctuation. That's less than daily fluctuation. So to have a half a pound, but to know that it's coming from muscle, because I've been working on my shape and really working out on like push-ups and sit-ups and really using my muscle, I'm happy to know that that means to me a couple things. One, that my shape is still changing, even if my weight isn't going the way that I want it to. But also that I'm eating the correct amount of like protein and carb and fat, so that I'm not just like starving, because when you're not eating correctly, your body will attack your muscle also. So the fact that I was able to diet for a week and gain muscle means to me that my nutrition is around where it needs to be, which makes me happy. So there's victories in this. So in the 2 weeks, that's 4.5 pounds. That's cool. Also, I've lost inches places. Literally inches, 1 inch. So on my natural waist, I've gone down 1 inch. Around my belly button, 1 inch. I go like an inch below my belly button because I have the little fupa area. Also 1 inch there. I lost almost an inch on my hips, almost an inch on my butt. So we're all happy with these things. We're all, meaning me and myself. But all of those measurements mean that 4.5 pounds, that meant something. That muscle changing shape means something. My body's still changing. And yeah, so the takeaways from this week. I realized that I was doing a lot of late night snacking. And when I mean late night snacking, normally I mean like, 10 or 11 p.m. like while I'm finishing television with my mom. But this was like 2 or 3 a.m. late night snacking. Like the night with my friends on the game night, that was 2 in the morning. The Papa John's night was 3 in the morning. Like, I was making bad choices, and in my head, I'd only done that once. But watching the footage is when I catch myself like, I think 4 nights like that. which is way too much. But one big goal is to like really watch the late night bad choices, Another goal of mine is to drink more water, because I also drank this week a lot of chai tea, but like the chai tea lattes, like from Target. And so there's a lot of sugar in those. It's just not needed. It's not doing anything for me. I did a lot of treating myself this week. So I'm gonna try to cut that and do a little more water. I have this gallon jug that I'm gonna try to get through that this coming week instead of drinking mostly teas and sugary things, That's another goal. And also, because I did gain weight, and I'm so close to a mental goal of mine of getting into a new decade of numbers. That's how I call it. Like, I'm in the 160s. I would love to see 150s. I haven't seen the 150s since 3 years ago. I would love to see the 150s. So this week is a goal to try to get that. It's 1 pound, try to get down there, see the 150s. So I am going to try to watch my carb intake, because I have noticed between week 1 and week 2. Week 1 had very little carb, not little, but way less. Then this week, I almost doubled the carb intake in the second week. And obviously, I gained muscle, but I did not lose fat. So I want to play with that again. Also, I've been getting breakouts a little bit. I don't know, I'm having more dairy than normal. I'm trying to figure out these things. So we're in the navigation phases still. I want to work on carb, and I want to work on what's happening with my skin, because I want to see that. But like the clip I said of last night, like, honestly, I feel better. Like, I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling like for the first time that I might be able to actually accomplish this goal and not quit. I'm feeling motivated. I mean, I live with 5 people in this house, and we all love to eat. We revolve around, like, when we're eating lunch, we're talking about what's for dinner, and I have a lot of temptation here. And I have, for the first time, this, like, mindset of, like, no, I can do this. Like, I don't need that. So even though I did a lot of cheating in week 2, I do think I can push harder to really like curb my cravings. And now we're getting into day 21 by the end of this, and you know that 21 days makes a habit. So we're working on this, like cooking for myself, eating well, like curbing my cravings, and mastering food, mastering instead of just mindlessly eating, which was like my trademark. So I'm just feeling like by the end of week 3, I'll have that like top of the mountain kind of feeling, where I'll either tip over and really be diving in, or I'm gonna fall back and quit. So I think by day 21, by the end of this next coming week, like I'm gonna feel set and ready and like really like making habits. So I have new carb goals. I have a goal about figuring out what's happening to my skin. I have a new hydration goal. I have a couple things that I want to work on. Also, no late night snacking. So I don't want to set too many goals, too many expectations for 1 week, but I have new things in my brain. I did the first 2 weeks, that first weigh-in period or measurement period, and now I want to kick it into a different gear for the next 2 weeks before that next measurement period. And I would love to see after week 4 the 50s. If we can get by the next measurement period into that next decade of numbers, that's it. That's the goal. So I'm saying it here to hold myself accountable. And so yeah, let's just see how the next week goes. But for this week, I'm very proud. I'm very proud of the first 2 weeks of this. I'm proud of my mind. I'm proud of my body. I'm happy. I am happier, and I feel better, and I'm ready to go. So bring on week 3. Let's go.